Hello!
Hello!
Hello.
Hello, fellow Cravers, and welcome to the CTG Podcast for Wednesday, the 15th of April. How is everyone? It's a pretty day. It's been nice and warm here. Oh, I hate it so much.
Pissing down where I am.
Oh, it's so hot, it's nice.
No, it's not nice.
It's been absolutely chucking it down where I've been.
I think it's actually just starting to rain now, which is nice, but still. We're not a weather podcast. We're a gaming podcast, and as always, yes, surprisingly,
Since when?
Since we're on Twitch, we're a gaming podcast. As always, you have me, GD. Below me is Cajr, and to the right of me is Doc, and to the bottom right of me is a loading bar, getting ready for tomorrow.
Well, it's tomorrow.
Another day, a new
Thursday.
day.
Hey, Billy.
Hey, Billy.
Day. It's a nice, shiny new day. Hi, Billy. How you doing? I can see nothing. There we go. So, first of all, I think we should go on with some of the stories that we covered last week and how they've kind of evolved over the last couple of days. I think first of all we should go with Black Ops 3. Now, we know about some what's the word? Snapchat stuff that was going around on Black Ops 2. It turns out it is Black Ops 3. It has been teased, and we're going to be actually getting the official trailer on April the 28th. So that's a Tuesday. I've got a feeling it's going to be during some kind of premiere show or some sports event.
I saw something which kind of worried me about this Black Ops 3.
What's that?
Have they announced the
made?
exosuits? Well, there's that. But it's exosuits in it again.
I've got a feeling they've got to be.
Well, it's futuristic, isn't it?
It's not just that. I've got a feeling it's going... taking them away from Call of Duty nowadays, it kind of... it makes it more difficult, if anything.
Well, to me, Call of Duty's always been good. It's always been... You're just a regular soldier. Now you've got these fucking shitty exosuits. They're just trying to rip off Titanfall.
Of course.
It's true though. The only reason for the exosuiting was because of Titanfall.
Oh yeah, that's the main reason. It's well, they don't say that, but it's like for nowadays. I think we've tried playing what's it called, Advanced Warfare without the exosuit and all that kind of stuff, haven't we? And moving away from it is actually quite difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, because the game's geared around it. It's made around the fact you've got the exosuit. Like, you've got to get to this ledge, you need the exosuit to get the extra jump distance.
But no offence to Call of Duty, they all are pretty much the same anyway, except for a few differences. And this was one of the biggest differences to happen for it, was the exosuit. So I've got a feeling they're not going to just completely get rid of it now, are they?
I mean, I'm not playing Advanced Warfare, so I can't say much, but the kind of exosuit thing doesn't really appeal to me.
Well, then again, I want to see how it goes. Look, we don't know much information about it at the moment. Well, we officially don't know much information about it at the moment. We've just got to wait and see what they announced on the 28th of April, I guess. A second thing, we spoke about the Lego game series last week, talking about what games we would like to see be turned into Lego. Well, it sounds like Lego have been thinking the same way, but they're not just going to stop with what games, or what anything, basically. They're going to be making their own interactive toy called Lego Dimensions, and it's going to cost just under £100 for the starter set.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
Lego.
so excited about this.
I'm looking forward to it as well.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna hug it.
Someone's
Build
really
it.
excited
Gonna
about
build it. I am terribly excited. Me and the girlfriend were like, we're getting that straight away, and we're just gonna play it. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, the thing is, some of the figures that have already been announced for it. Well, you've got Batman in the starter set. You've got Batman, Gandalf, and I think it's the female character from the Lego Movie. I
Yeah,
don't remember
yeah.
what her name is. But other sets that have been announced for it, we've got Back to the Future.
Mhm.
There is Lord of the Rings, of course. There's some Marvel, DC stuff, not Marvel. DC stuff going to be made.
Yeah.
I think there was a few other things, but I kind of lost track of it.
I
But
think it's going to be great. I think it's just going to be a lot more fun because you can get like the cars and put them on. I mean, the trailer they done was fantastic.
but I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. It's the thing is, it's a good move for them as well.
Yeah.
And it is TT Games who have made the Lego games in the first place who are behind this as well. So it's going to do really well.
And you could technically be Gandalf in a DeLorean.
Well, screw that. You can be Gandalf in the Batmobile.
Gandalf in DeLorean. Batmobile can't travel through time. He can go back and punch Frodo as a child
Why would you want to punch
What?
Frodo?
because he's whingy as fuck.
Well, if he's going to go back in time, he's going to go and avert the whole ring, one
probably.
ring thing. in the
Nah,
first
he
place.
wouldn't do that. He takes away all the
What,
fun
it'd
he
be
has
too
in his
easy.
life. Yeah. That's all the fun, He won't have a Helm's Deep or Mines of Moria, so he could send with it to be there like, I'm getting old and bored.
Yeah, and he wouldn't actually die in Moria, on top of Mines of Moria in the mountains.
Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, that's a decent fight. He doesn't do the, you shall not pass, and then call everyone a fool.
Fair enough. Also, I think might as well get this quickly out of the way as well. Guitar Hero Live has been announced. Have you guys heard much about Guitar Hero
Yes,
Live?
I saw the trailer.
It looks awesome.
It looks shite.
It doesn't. I like the idea of being in the
looks
place of
shite.
it.
No, because I'm pretty shit at them games. Everyone's going to hate me, and I'm just hated by lots of virtual people, and I'll just cry.
They're not virtual people. That's the problem. They're actually
Yeah, I know.
people.
The thing is, that
Makes
can be
it
Doc's thing now, when
can be
it's
his
next
challenge.
challenging.
Stand on camera, strum my guitar. I'll wait there.
The thing is, I do like the idea of it because they have they've basically completely revitalized the whole thing as well, in my opinion. Where it hasn't got the cartoon. Don't get me wrong, I like the cartoony side of what Guitar Hero was, but it seems to have grown up now, and it does also seem that it is going to be more of a hood type thing with the Guitar Hero TV.
The funny thing is, wasn't it leaked?
Yes.
A leak from Activision.
It wasn't a leak from Activision.
Okay.
It was sorry. Activision. What happened was there was a French, I think it was a French newspaper put up about Guitar Hero information on its website called Le Monde or something like that. Le Monde. I don't know my French. And basically, what has happened? They leaked it the morning of the actual announcement. The announcement happened around about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon.
It just so happens that it's Activision, and
it's
it's a leak.
Yeah.
Everything with Activision happens with a leak.
So far, they're doing well with Call of Duty.
Yeah, like every Call of Duty of the past couple of years has been like, oh no, there's a leak. We better say what it is now as a surprise. We just expect it now. We expect it to happen. I was expecting this to be leaked.
I think, yeah. The thing is, what's it called? With Call of Duty, we kind of didn't know what it was going to be. Okay, we knew it was going to be a first-person shooter, but we didn't know where it was going to be set or anything like that. Most of us was thinking it was going towards the World at War type of stuff. Guitar Hero, on the other hand, we knew this was going to happen, especially when you've got Rock Band coming out late at the end of this year. Activision are not going to sit back and say, we're not going to do anything, let Rock Band have this at the moment. They're going to bring their own stuff out, which is going to be coming out autumn of this year. Just in time to have competition for Rock Band.
Well,
and just in time to make it even more congested end of the year gaming time.
It's not Christmas time until you've got at least 5 or 6 games you want to play. and they all turn out to be shit.
Sounds
Call of
about
Duty.
right. Oh.
I think that's all the stories that we've got to cover anyway about that, guys. So let's move on to the game subject we're going to be talking about this week. And I thought we'll talk about a game that had come out this week, Mortal Kombat, and have a look at its very bumpy history. Well, like I said,
You're not going to try and explain the plot now, are you?
I am not going to explain the plot of this game. I am not even
Do you even know the
attempting
plot?
to it.
It's the most convoluted plot I've ever known.
I like to point out, I've just completed the story of Mortal Kombat 10. Still no idea what the hell is happening.
Billy's got it right about them games you've been talking about. They're almost as leaky as Masturbation Man.
Masturbation Man. But Mortal Kombat. Have you guys managed to play the new Mortal Kombat?
No, not yet.
You want
I
to,
want to
don't
play
you?
it, but I want to so badly, but I can't justify paying the money for a beat 'em up.
Really?
It's Mortal Kombat, but it's a beat 'em up. It's pretty much the same as any other beat 'em up out there.
Yeah.
Think about it, because it's just 2D. You're going forward, backwards, forwards, over his head, other side of him, whatever. The beat 'em up genre. It's so lacking innovation in a way.
Yeah.
You know what? Screw that. We're not going to be talking about Mortal Kombat. We're going to talk about fighting games as a genre instead, because I realise we've already spoken about Mortal Kombat in one of the previous podcasts. So let's talk about fighting games. It might be a lot better. So, fighting games. You think that they're not really worth the money picking
They're not-
up?
I'm with Cajr on this one. I wouldn't spend that money on no game, on Mortal Kombat, or any kind of fighting game, just because I don't feel... I don't know, they just don't...
There's no big leap forward for them in terms
No.
of gameplay or anything. It's the same, but well, for some people, it's the same button bashing as
Oh, yeah.
the original Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
It's the same characters. It's just a tighter version with a different story of the original Mortal Kombat. In essence,
With a few new characters and stuff like that.
Few
Yeah,
new
but there's always new
characters.
characters
Of
in every game, in every fighting game. And like, if Tekken done another game,
There's going to be new.
That-
Well, the Tekken are doing
Yeah.
a new game as well. They've got that.
Yeah.
Is it Lucky Lucy or something like that?
but that's just going to be the same as a real fighting game.
No, sorry,
And I
Lucky
d-
Chloe.
Okay. And I don't think there's enough difference between them to...
well,
and the playability.
apart from characters and story, what is the difference between Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken? The three main
Well,
ones
between
to me.
not character and story. I think it's difficulty of the combos and stuff like that. I think it's rank of difficulty.
Yeah, but anyone, they could all do that. They could say, "Oh, we're going to make it much more challenging to the combos." All they have to do is make it difficult with the.
Or you just put a download in that you can buy easier fatalities.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that as well. Microtransactions, in my
Yes, there we go, straight away. Hey, Shimmy.
opinion. You didn't know about that,
Hey,
did you?
Shimmy. No.
They've got
Hello.
microtransactions in Mortal Kombat 10.
Basically, if you don't want to do the
What about-
fatality, you can buy them and then do easier fatalities. Oh, that's not a buy to win at all, is it?
How dare you? Yeah. Well, no. You got to remember with fatalities, though, you've basically won already. It's just to make your
Yeah.
win more decorative. The best way of putting it.
Yeah,
And
see,
that's the point of the easy fatalities. There is basically you could actually class it as a cosmetic.
Well, it has no
Fine.
bearing on.
Exactly. It doesn't.
Yeah,
it doesn't
okay, I
make it better
suppose.
for you to win. In the end, it just makes it look nicer when you have one.
I remember my fatalities when I played the original. I was like, finish him! I'll just walk up to him and slap him. So I didn't know what to do. I was like, ah! That's how often I won.
Or they just ended up falling over.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's like me versus what's it all over again. Just slapping. How do you do a fatality?
A really complex combination.
By the way, I know a
But-
couple of fatalities now. I've played it a little bit longer.
Well, if you want to know the fatalities, just look it up online. They'll probably be online, the actual fatalities, without having to buy them.
Yeah, but it doesn't help when you've got about 5 or 6 seconds before it stops. How do you know?
How-
Oh, I've slapped him.
What? If you think ahead, you might say, I'll have the web page loaded up ready for me, in case I win.
Yeah, you don't think ahead though, do you?
No.
Well, you don't.
You don't even. Oh, I've got it all loaded up and I'm all ready for it, and I lost.
So GD, will you be fighting online?
I probably will be fighting online, but I'll probably be fighting online against other members of CTG. I know that. What?
Billy, press X to complete the game.
Only
Only
4.
Why 4:30? What's... 4:20.
420 special price.
Special price.
No.
Like I said, I'll play online, but more than likely I'm going to play against other people from CTG. I might play against random people if I feel like it. More for the faction war side of it. If I've got to do a challenge that is making me do that.
So now you completed the story,
Yeah.
and you're only going to play people from CTG and maybe their personal line. Would you say you've got your money's worth?
I would say I've still got my money's worth because it's not just. You got to think it this way. With okay, I agree. Where it comes with beat 'em ups, the fighting games. Sorry. The main point is that you're one person facing another person, and then you've just got to think of how can you make that seem more attractive in other ways. And I think with Mortal Kombat they do it quite well. The story's short, but it's quite good. But then you've also got the towers. You've got the Test Your Might, which has got its own tower again. Do you remember the Test Your Might challenges in Mortal Kombat?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where you've got to break the board so that it moves up to like stone and stuff like that. So you've got that in there as well. You've got your Test Your Luck challenges, which basically randomly picks an opponent for you and then does certain buffs against you. And then you've always got the crypt as well, where you go and collect your collectibles. I am not entering that goddamn crypt because every time I enter it, every Mortal Kombat, there's always that one thing that jumps out and scares the living hell out of you.
So then you scream like a girl and lose.
Yes! I know, you don't lose because you can't lose when you're going to search for a collectible. It just jumps out at you and scares you, and that is the main point. That is it.
Okay, so how long do you reckon you'll be playing this game for until you just put it to one side and pick up now and again?
It depends on what the next game comes out.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 10-2 next month.
Next month, isn't it? Yeah. I don't think I would. I'll play that, but I'll still probably be playing Mortal Kombat. This is the thing. What I like about beat 'em up games is that there's always you can go back and play them.
Yeah, but I couldn't see myself spending 50 quid just to go back and play something.
I understand what you mean by that, but I don't know. I really love the Mortal Kombat series, and I enjoy playing it. And I think as long as you enjoy playing it, and you are going to get your hours worth, your amount of hours,
Fucking hell, yeah.
the amount of hours worth out of it, how long it takes you to get your amount of hours worth out of it, I think it'll be worth its money in the end. It's like, for example, I do with fighting games. I do highly enjoy them. It's like Dead or Alive. Street Fighter not as much, but I think it's more because they fixate. That, in my opinion, that is the highest difficulty when it comes to beat 'em up games anyway, because you've got to know the combos.
Hi, Heavenly.
Hello. It's not a waste of money. It's a fun game.
Well, that's it. I mean, that is personal choice, obviously. Like as I said, I wouldn't play it. It's yeah. When it comes down to price, or maybe on a Steam sale, I might buy it. But until then, no.
Well, it's like saying what's it called with sports games.
Yeah,
It'd probably be the same. Okay, I do buy the sports games. Well, it's like going with that and saying, yeah, but are you going to get your money's worth out of it? And thinking, well, you got to think it this way. With Mortal Kombat and fighting games, you're not going to get a new fighting game the next year, are you? You're not going to get Mortal Kombat 11 in 2016. It's going to
if that comes out now, I'm going to laugh so hard.
I will laugh my head off. I will apologise on the podcast because of it. But I don't, but it's one of those things that you don't see coming. You doubt it's going to happen, do you? You know, it's like, for example, when did Mortal Kombat 9 actually come out? I think it was 2011.
Yeah.
So it's been 4 years since the last Mortal Kombat game has come out. So it's like it's not like Street Fighter where it will stick with the same number for at least 5 or 6 alliterations.
Yeah.
Ultra Street Fighter.
Yeah. But then again, even with Street Fighter, you don't get it out as often as other games.
No, definitely not.
That's what I like about the beat 'em up series, because it goes back to the old-fashioned side of things, where you haven't got the next title come out the next year, like you do with sports games and first-person shooters. I'm not going to do Call of Duty.
Yeah, well, it's like we say though, they're just the same every year. There's nothing, no radical jump forward in the genre from the way back when Mortal Kombat was first created. That's the problem. It's like sports games. The problem with sports games that we discussed is they're confined to the rules of the sport that they're
of course,
showcasing. So football, it's a football game. There's not much you can change about a football game because it's based on the rules. But fighting game, I think there's things that could be done.
Streets of Rage, heavily, yes, I agree. That is probably that is an amazing game. I remember playing that on the
Mega Drive.
Yeah, it was the Mega Drive. Yeah,
I've got a Mega Drive on here actually, and it's not working at the moment.
Oh no.
Ah.
I know, but then again, they do try. It's like, for example, with the new Mortal Kombat game that's come out, they've got the 3 different styles of fighting as well.
Gutted Shimmer.
While you guys having fun this podcast, my home on Russ is being raided. Oh
Yay!
no! Yeah, happy about that? You're happy that a CTG member's house is being raided?
Yeah, but the point is, they're my raid team.
Yeah.
And guess who's going to get swatted in a moment?
You haven't even got Rust.
Actually, I think I do have Rust.
Do you?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
don't even have Rust. There's one I want, but I just haven't brought it yet.
I think I've got it. I'm not sure.
Brought?
I've got a bunch of games in my list at the moment. I'm ignoring that.
Yeah, same. Right, anyway.
So I've probably got Rust in there somewhere. Knowing me. But, yeah, like I said, like Heavenly said earlier as well, thinking of it, it's one of those games that is suitable for the rental market.
Yeah.
I completely agree, because it's one of those games where you can get through the story quite quickly. I think the game's only been out 2 days now, and I've got through the story already. And then after that is basically a game where you'll go back and play. It's like Dead or Alive as well. It's got the free game, which me and you faced each other on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Didn't we? That is a brilliant model to do that like that. Where,
Absolutely, I agree.
And then it does give you the opportunity, if you want the full game, you can have all the characters, and then you can just play the story if you want to, because you've got to buy the story.
Yeah.
But then if you just want to play the casual side of things, you can. And it's I wouldn't mind seeing more beat 'em ups doing that, actually.
Yeah, I mean, for beat 'em ups, for me, that's going to an arcade.
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, for me, that's when I really
that.
like to play them at an arcade. You know, you're next to your mate, he's beating you, so you push him off the chair, so you can actually beat him or try to.
Oh, Shimmy's lost all his loots.
Oh no!
Sorry,
Hashtag
Shimmy.
Rust raided.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you've got now to do on Mortal Kombat is, like you say, is either play random people online, or just get the characters' endings.
I'm not going in the crypt.
Which if it's no, what it were, if I remember correctly, to get the endings, it would basically defeat the end boss in like the arcade mode. Like it was the 10 levels, and then you fight the final boss, and you get your cutscene at the end of it saying what happened after he won.
I'm not
that
sure
was
if it's
in
an actual arcade mode now.
Well, each character usually has their own ending of some description.
I don't know. I don't think there's an arcade mode anymore. I think they've actually... The story's the story, and that's it.
So there's no like.
Okay, so it's not like you have to complete with every character to find out different endings.
No. You've got basically there's one story that is quite seamlessly goes down the path. I think it's about 12 chapters, and you get about 4 fights in each chapter. So
Okay.
so
Similar length to the last one.
Yeah, you got a decent amount of gameplay.
Yeah.
I think it's just because I might have done it quite quickly. I don't know. Other people might take
Was it on
longer.
easy?
It wasn't on easy. I don't know.
Very easy.
Casual.
I think it was on
Casual.
normal. I think it was on normal, if anything.
Dummy mode.
No. But I
I
think
completed the training.
the thing is, story is one of those games where you can either do it quite quickly if you're really good at the combat type of thing. It depends on what characters you're playing as well. Or
Okay.
it might take you quite a long time if you're not that good at beat 'em up games anyway.
So
Also,
what's
there's
your
the tutorial.
excuse? How did you manage to do it so quickly?
This probably wasn't quickly. Like I said, I can't. The thing is, I can't say how long it can take. It depends on your own skill with the game. It's like any game. That's one thing that I really get sick of when people talk about, oh, this game will only last, especially when it's got a story. It'll only last this amount of time, and you're thinking, yeah, it probably lasts that amount of time for you.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's going to last that amount of time for me. It's like, for example, in Destiny, you guys would go straight when we was doing the Team Awesome and Team Creeper thing, which unfortunately we didn't record. Me and Hanksy, we basically messed around looking at random things while you guys zoomed off to do the missions, didn't you?
Yeah, we kicked off.
Exactly. No, because we that's what I mean. It's like those kind of games where if you go and explore, it's going to take you longer than if you go and do the story missions as it is. It's like
Oh yeah, no, I completely agree. It all does come down to how quick you want to do it.
Exactly. So masturbation, man. Oh, get lost. What's wrong with Dead or Alive?
I want to see how long it takes you to that.
Dead or Alive is a brilliant fighting game.
He was
the
a girl a
fact that-
couple of times.
It's not my fault. Okay, it's got a slightly pervy side of things, but it's still a brilliant.
To be
fighting
fair,
Which is why you
sometimes you
like
couldn't
it.
help it because like you go to any of the characters and it's just like, oh, she's wearing fuck all.
Oh dear. Okay.
Back to her naked on Rust. Yeah, that sounds like Rust.
Sorry. I'm really so sorry, Shimmy. I'm so sorry. I can't stop laughing about it. Anyway,
Hong in the chat.
guys, calm down, please. There he comes to save the day. I'm gonna fall backwards if I'm not careful.
Is that poster going to come off the wall again?
It's actually now been stapled.
I can see it as though a nail.
Anyway, anything else you guys want to talk about? Beat 'em up games or anything like that? That's a good point. I'm guessing you've all played beat 'em ups. Have you got a favourite beat 'em up game?
Tekken.
Tekken.
Mortal Kombat.
Tekken 1.
Tekken. That was a PlayStation exclusive one, wasn't it?
That was awesome.
Mortal Kombat is just a classic as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I played Mortal Kombat on the Game Boy. I
Oh,
played Mortal Kombat on the Game Boy.
that was shit. I was playing that earlier. I found the old cartridge of it. Here's the worst thing I've ever played in my life.
It's good at the time though.
It was good at the time. Doesn't mean it was good now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we don't have to ask what mine is because I think everyone already knows what my favourite beat 'em up game is.
Street Fighter.
No, Skullgirls, you idiot.
Yeah, Pav.
Skull,
Yeah, that's
skull,
about right.
not school, skull.
Yeah.
Skull, same thing to you, innit?
Skull. It's a 2D and it's awesome.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway,
They're all 2D. Would you agree?
No. This is actual cartoon hand drawn 2D, not 2.5D that you get nowadays in other things. Anyway, let's move away from that. And do you guys want to go and look at some comments in Steam?
Yeah.
Up for that?
If we must.
Yes. We did this on the first podcast, on the first live podcast. I think it's about time. I think we're a month away from it now. Let's go back and look at comments on Steam that people have put about their favourite games. Now, guys, I've asked you to pick one particular game this time. What games have you picked for this week? this comment section. Starting with you, Doc.
As I'm playing at the moment, has taken Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PC.
That is quite okay. So we'll see how that goes. Caj, what about you? What have you picked?
Purely because it sounds so funny and it's going to have plenty of brilliant comments. I've chosen Domestic Dog Simulator.
I've not picked anything yet because I don't think I can see comments. I've just realised on my iPad. So let's start with why I'm looking for something. Doc, do you want to start us off?
Yeah.
Comments of stupidity.
So this one for GTA was, this review took me almost 2 years to write and was delayed 3 times. That's my favourite.
Oh. Go on then, Caj, your turn, mate. Go with one.
Hatched from an egg, spent 5 minutes playing Dogger until I died, was reborn, went to a field, peed on some sheep, then got hit by a bus. 10 out of 10.
Go on then. Just go between each other at the
Okay,
moment. I'm trying to find something.
okay, this one is might upset some people. PS3 and Xbox 360, thanks for alpha testing. Xbox One and PS4, thanks for beta testing.
Oh, fuck off!
I'm just trying to find another comment.
Just click on the funny tab.
Just click on the funny tab.
There's a funny tab.
There's a funny tab.
Yeah, where it says like the reviews, it says like positive, negative, funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
There's no funny ones apparently. Oh yeah, well there is.
Yeah, load up.
I'm going to apologise at the moment because you might lose your pictures for a second. Yeah, you're going to lose your pictures for a second. You can hear us.
This was a good one. Short and sweet. Better than Watch Dogs. Another one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Defecated on the floor, then ate it. 10 out of 10. Would strongly recommend.
Work, you stupid man.
Here we go. If you've played GTA 4, you'll understand this. I played for a few hours and no one's called me to go bowling with him yet. 10 out of 10.
Oh.
Mortal Kombat 10. You can throw an old lady at a midget riding a giant. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, you
Good one,
can.
Billy.
No, you even got an achievement for doing that as well, for throwing the old lady at someone.
Awesome.
Oh, it's going to be one of my favourite achievements for a long time.
This one's funny. 0 out of 10. No butt sniffing.
Well,
What do dogs do? They sniff each other's
it's
butts,
got
don't
fun.
they?
Yeah.
Here's a simple one from clearly someone who's quite young. Boobies in 1080p at 60 frames per second. That was you, GD.
Yeah. I do comment at time and time again. One of my favourite parts of that game. Anyway, what?
2 10-year-olds did a drive-by with a motorcycle and me yelling, I can't understand what he put, it's all hearts. Then rammed into a street light and died. 10 out of 10.
You gotta love people and comments on this thing. I'm still trying to get mine to work. It's because everything is running. It's so slow. I'm gonna give up on my side of things in a minute. I can't. Work!
So unprofessional, JD.
I don't care!
Here we go.
Where do it's your idea to do this?
I know it's
And
my
you can't
idea
even-
and I can't get it to work. I'm sorry.
Watch Dogs vaccine for GTA.
Okay.
Don't
Go through
worry, I got that.
Yeah.
I think you just got it now.
No, I haven't. Continue. I got it halfway through the show. No, it's not good.
I've just clicked on I Am Bread on Steam,
God
and
damn
there's one
it,
here.
that's what
It
I've
says,
just clicked on. I'm trying to get there.
"Fuck yours." This is early access review. It says Left for Bread, Red Bread Redemption, Granary Theft Auto, Need for Speed, Bread Rising, Bagel
Yeah.
Land. Just because Call of
No, it's not
Delta.
Tesco's bloody internet.
Some of these are just
the
weird.
the best game since Sliced Bread.
I Am Bread is a fantastic game, such a cool look and fun gameplay. Thanks.
I don't think you're ready for this game.
Stop doing it! I'm trying to get to it.
Needs Nutella DLC. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
If it needs the DLC, like, how can you give it 10 out of 10?
Just makes it taste so much better. Poundland Internet. It's not Poundland
Okay,
Internet.
this is quite a good one. It's to do with the launch of GTA, because you had to unpack it afterwards, kind of thing. You had to, because it wasn't a midnight release, you had to then unpack the game, kind of thing, as a file. So someone put Unpacking Simulator 2015.
Poundland Internet, GD.
Fuck off. I'm not going to get anywhere. Nothing's working because
Put
there's a
50p in the
video.
meter.
No, it's because I don't understand why they do this. This is one thing I'm really hating about Steam. Why do they always put a video at the beginning of everything and there's no option for it to be stopped? I don't want a video.
Just click down then.
I can't click down because it's not... Oh, now you're working. No, you're not. Well, you're working...
Make your mind up, is it working?
It's going back up and down again. It's like a circle. I think you've already done all the iron bread stuff.
No, there's still some more. There's a lot of puns in there, like, it's butter than you think.
I just looked at some of the pictures here. We got a piece of bread riding a rubber ducky.
Yeah?
I want to play this game. There's one reading a book called Loaf Toast, Tale of Two Slices. It's funny.
It is one I want to stream.
I can't. Screw it. I can't do
What?
anything.
What do you want to stream, Doc?
Iron Bread.
Yeah, it does look like a brilliant game. Especially, I think that'd be a great game for you and Lucy to do. Actually, both of you controlling one slice of bread.
Light bread.
Yeah. Light bread. Light bread.
Hello, Doxon. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, how you doing? I'm just, yeah, I am having a little bit of a tantrum with Steam. Actually, you know what? While we're talking about Steam, let's talk a little bit what happened with Mortal Kombat and Steam. And I think it also happened with some of the GTA stuff as well, where I'm a little bit pissed off with Steam. This is a perfect time. They've got a new, is it like a like what they do on the PlayStation and the Xbox already? You can pre-download the game, can't you?
Yes.
Install it or something like that.
Yeah, I think Mortal Kombat's the first one to do this.
And it didn't work.
No.
No, see, basically whatever happened with it, it's what I could see with the footage from other YouTubers who have actually were going to do a review of Mortal Kombat on the PC to see if the port is suitable for it. They couldn't play anything.
No.
No, it basically stopped you from doing anything. You couldn't go into the tower stuff, you couldn't do the story, you couldn't play any of the game because of this. Sorry, because of this pre-install stuff. So whatever happened with it, it completely crashed. Now this was nothing to do with the game. This was something to do with this new pre-install thing. And I think you said that you were saying with some problems with GTA 5 as well, wasn't there?
Well, there was. It was something to do with the people's names, because GTA, obviously, you can name your characters, and there's certain things you can't name them.
Crashed.
So it had a problem with that. But that was it, really. But, like, loading-wise, I think everyone's right. Mine was fine, so I'm happy. I don't care about everyone else.
We've got a new fatality. Crashality.
What happens? It crashes the game.
Courtesy of Billy.
Thank you, Billy.
Yeah, but did you say it's new on Steam, this pre-install?
Yeah,
app?
it's a new thing.
It's not a pre-install thing. It's called a streaming install.
So what is this streaming install? Do you know much about it, Doc?
I was reading something earlier. Let me get it back up.
Well, what point I'm going to make was anything new, usually like this, usually the first few months has little teething problems. Nothing's ever perfectly all right. It's probably piss you off more than anything because it's GTA. It's screwed up, but.
When we were watching GTA, it was mainly more.
No, it wasn't GTA. GTA was fine. It's just people's names, account names with a Rockstar thing. But like, it's like anything. There's always going to be problems. But apart from that, GTA's launch was fantastic. The online works, everything.
Best in the Xbox 360 launch.
And I believe next gen had problems as well, didn't it? With the
Well, they didn't have many problems with it. I think what happened was because there was problems with well, it's everything seemed to work. You could play the game straight away because I know you could play the game straight away because I played it from when it launched at midnight. I had a couple of fights in that, but there was, I think, a little bit of a problem late at night on for the faction side of things on Mortal Kombat, where you couldn't access it. Now I don't know if this was a maintenance problem or they was doing something to sort out the problem that was happening with the PC version as well, because the faction thing, it's not console based, it's it's basically
Community based.
It's full based.
Yeah, so basically what happens is, with this download thing, you can play it while it downloads. This is the only thing. But it added everything as DLC. So because you're in the game, it didn't download. So you could only do a few things.
Well, then again, it's like anything, thinking of it. It's like,
Yeah, like, I know, like, because I downloaded NBA 2K14, I think it was, on the PS4.
Yeah.
And I had to wait for the billion gig download, how it seemed anyway. It was really slow.
That's why it had a big crack in it eventually.
Yeah. And yeah, it works, but it doesn't work. Like,
Yeah.
I think you should just like the GTA one at midnight. You had to download a patch, which then allowed you to play the game.
Yeah.
And then you had to install the game.
Well, it's like, what's it called? There was a day one patch anyway with the Mortal Kombat for the console versions, but it was already installed before the game was. Well, before the game came out, of course, because for people who had already pre-downloaded the game anyway. But then again, like you said, with the streaming stuff, well, you still have sort of the same system with the console versions anyway. It's like, for example, with Mortal Kombat, you could play the game on the Xbox after a certain percent of it was downloaded.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that you couldn't do was there was either certain characters wasn't available or certain arenas weren't available.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, but I think they just done it the files a bit wrong, so it didn't automatically. Because if you play something on Steam, it stops the downloads.
Yeah.
So I think it did that, and it wasn't downloading it. That's what I kind of got from it, but I'm not 100% sure. But that's what I can see it being.
So it was basically a system that was already there, kind of interrupted the new system.
Yeah. Yes.
So it was a Steam problem, but it was one of those things what they've got to learn from.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think there's not been a bad up coming out from it or anything like that.
It could have been a lot worse. Like I said, it's look at GTA Online when it first came out on last gen consoles, especially Xbox. I remember myself, I couldn't access it for 3 days.
Yeah, see, personally, I didn't mind that.
It was the worst 3 days of my life.
It was. We're not something like about a week or so before they actually got it sorted properly.
It was 2 weeks before the release, and then it took a couple of weeks, and they gave everyone like 500,000, didn't they?
Something like that. We've had a ton of money from them for no reason because of.
But that's it. Like how I saw it is, like, you're not paying any extra for online. Yeah. There's no, you don't pay for the updates. You can buy shark cards if you want to do that. You don't have to, but it's options there. You don't want to earn any money, take the easy way out. But they didn't. For me, it was free. If it didn't work straight away, they've never done anything that big before. Because they had online in GTA 4.
The thing is, I think
but that was just a shooting thing, really.
It's one of those things that it would have been better if they tested it with something a little bit smaller at first.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they didn't. They decided to test it with one of the big games that was coming out this month, which was Mortal Kombat. And it kind of didn't work out. And because it didn't work out for that, that's how it got noticed so quickly. Which I do feel sorry for them to do that.
But the thing is, though, with this pre-install thing, whatever it is, how many games are people going to actually, in big numbers, going to pre-install? It's going to have to be your big title games anyway.
Yeah, that's it. I think the only game, I've pre-installed 2 games. That was GTA, and
Yeah.
Thief.
How do you feel about buying Thief?
Fine, I like it. I haven't really played that much because other games came out, but I enjoy Thief. Like, I played the originals and they're fantastic, and I think the new one's pretty good. It ain't as great as the old ones. That isn't maybe not 100% what I was expecting, but I enjoy it.
Mm. Yeah, like I said, there's going to be certain other games that I want to see when doing this pre-install thing, which I probably will do. But then again, there's not going to be many games that I'm going to get on PC, which I'm going to play straight away anyway. That's something I only do with consoles, because it's, I don't know, it's something about it. It's something I do with consoles only. I think the only reason you've done it with GTA, where you've played it as soon as it comes out, haven't you?
Yes.
And the only reason you've done it with GTA is because it's one of the games that you've been waiting for over a year for anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I played it on the PS3 and I've also played it on the PS4. And you know, it's probably one of my favourite games. I really do enjoy the game, and I knew it was going to come out on the PC, and I was happy for that. So yeah, I wanted to play at midnight. Yeah, I didn't get on to like 20 to 1, but I was up till 6 AM playing it.
Yeah.
You know, and it delivered what they promised it would deliver.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I was expecting. The thing is, that's why I'm actually surprised with GTA. It actually worked when it came out. Except for a few problems.
That's it, because it wasn't a port. Like, everyone calls it a port, but I personally do not see it as one. Like, you know, 17 months, they basically remade the game, and they've added lots of new features, and even playing GTA with a mouse and keyboard, it works so well, where GTA 4 had problems.
But it's like saying it's not a port. It's like saying when it came from last gen to next gen consoles, would you count that as a port?
No, because they had to redo it.
Yeah, and they added new features into it as well.
A port is a direct move across. So GTA if you like, obviously they have to redo it for the controls and that, but that's why GTA 4 was such nicer way to say it. Shit.
Yeah, it was shit. I think the only good thing about GTA 4 was the stuff that they didn't make themselves, and it was the mods.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm excited to see with GTA 5. Don't get me wrong, GTA 5 is a great game. I've said it so many times on this podcast. It's a great game. But one thing I'm looking forward to, now that it's coming out on PC, is what mods will be available for
Yes,
GTA
absolutely.
5. I want to play as Iron Man in Los Santos. Who doesn't?
That's it. It's just more things they can do, and like for me, I'm so happy it's now out and I can play it.
And Doc will not see the light of day till next year.
No, but there will be lots of streams.
I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of videos of it, mate.
And not on Twitch.
Oh, will be.
Cool.
Yeah, but it won't be just streams on Twitch, will they? Nobody's got that joke, have they?
No.
No. I'm not playing it on Steam, I'm playing it on Xbox. Caj, stop commenting in the comment box. It makes me think that it's someone else.
Billy, when are you getting what we talking GTA?
You already forgot what it's called.
Murder Simulation 2015.
Yeah.
It's pretty much there probably is a game for that on Steam.
Oh, but like even like the shooting is just so much better than it is on console. For me, anyway. But that's probably because I'm used to it.
I wanted someone to actually just put that as a comment. The shootings are better for me, not compared to console.
Does that mean you actually get kills?
It
Not
just
that
feels so much more realistic.
But yeah, so you actually got a kill then?
Huh?
You've actually got a kill then?
I'm pretty good at GTA, thanks very much.
You just said you don't get kills that often though.
No, obviously I killed. Sorry.
No, kills. You get kills.
Oh, no, yeah, I get killed all the time.
Okay.
I can kick ass. As long as I play against myself.
I think.
Yeah, I was going to say, are they just NPCs you've killed?
No, I played a deathmatch earlier and I come first, which I was happy about.
Why did they all leave?
No, they were dead.
I think Genie's trying to say something, but
Yeah.
we're keeping touch with him.
Guys, I think it's time.
Sorry, carry on.
I think it's time we're getting close to the end of the podcast anyway,
So,
guys.
Already? Aww.
Yeah, we're what? We're in about. We started around about 5 past, didn't we? So we're
did.
I don't
about
know.
45 minutes into this podcast now, mate. Yeah, no, it just flew by, hasn't it?
It's been good.
It's been a very good one.
Go on.
As always, we talk a little bit about other quick news subjects. I think I want to start off with The Witcher 3. People have been saying it's between 25 and 200 hours long.
That's a bit of a gap.
That's a bit of a
Yes.
gap. It's like
I think they're like some are included in the side quests and some aren't included in the side quests.
yeah,
Well, it's
but
like,
there's a huge gap. It's like me saying with Guitar Hero, it's either going to be the best game in the world or it's going to be utter shit. There's a between. That big.
Yeah, I
like-
just think people are being stupid.
So I'm going to give
I
it
think
a 1
it's
out
like-
of
it's
10
like-
or a 10 out of 10. Or somewhere in between.
It's like with Dragon Age Inquisition. They actually said it's the campaign is 150 hours long or something like that, 100 hours long.
I don't
The
know.
campaign. But then they said, with all the side quests and everything else, it's 300 hours long.
Yeah.
That's how they should say it. They say the campaign is this long, but if you want to do everything else, it's going to be this long. Not just say it's between this and this.
But don't get me wrong, if you're playing an RPG, in the back of my mind, it is going to be longer if you're going to play the sub-quest anyway.
Yeah, if you're going to play an RPG for an RPG, you're going to be there for months.
Billy says.
Yeah, but some people... Go on.
Billy says he's getting GTA 5 on the 20th, but I'm going to be busy with revision. Might be able to sneak a game or two in the meantime, mate.
You'll be busy with Vision until you get GTA.
Yeah,
Get as much revision in now before you get
Yeah.
to here.
you got 5 days. Or if
More
you're
than that.
listening to the audio side, you've got 3.
Yeah.
But,
Congratulations.
yeah, what were I just saying?
So we're talking about RPGs and. The
Oh yeah, I mean, some people will want to know how long the campaign is because you've got like games like The Order where the campaign is so short. Alright, that's not strictly an RPG game
Yeah.
as we're thinking, but people like to know how much effort's gone into the campaign. If it's X number of hours long, you're thinking some thought has gone into it. If it's only 3 hours long, it's like, well, I can be done in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Talking about a little bit about Order 1886, photo mode is now going to be coming to Order 1886.
Hi, it's that one gamer guy.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome to the podcast. But anyway, like I said, photo mode is going to be coming to the Order 1886. It was teased back in February. That it's just like the ones in PlayStation exclusive, The Last of Us Remastered, and Infamous Second Son. So this is a PlayStation thing now. This is how PlayStation exclusives go. We're going to add photo mode into them.
What else has done that recently? That I played.
Infamous,
Shadow and Mordor.
they've done photo mode as well.
Shadow and Mordor's got a photo mode.
Yeah, but that'd be quite
We've got
funny because you can get it like.
Sorry.
Yeah, gamer guy, we have talked about it.
Yeah, we covered that at the beginning.
But the photo mode in Shadow mode is quite funny. The moment you're killing an orc, that split second time perfectly.
Yeah, it's like, hold down a second. Hey!
Just as you're chopping its head off.
Yeah.
It does a pose like with the head there.
Yeah. Look, ma.
Oh,
I killed me an orc.
he grows up so fast.
I'm so proud of my boy.
Now you've just turned into Bill Bailey.
Go on, continue.
You're the one who brought the subject up.
Oh no, yeah. So yeah, photo mode is going to be coming to what was it? The Order 1886. Like if that's going to save it now. Destiny's new expansion, House of Wolves, is supposed to be coming out soon, and they've said that it won't include a new raid.
Ooh, there's going to be some backlash to that.
So what are people meant to do? The same thing over and over and over? Oh, wait, that is the raids.
They said,
I'm such a fan of that game.
the second expansion, House of Wolves, will not bring a third raid to the game. developer Bungie has announced on April the 13th. We didn't make this decision lightly. Our team have been humbled by the reception of raids in Destiny, and we're creating a new raid for a release later this year. So there is more raids coming,
Bullshit.
but it's not going to be coming out until later
Bullshit.
this
Which you'll
year.
probably have to buy. So what are they getting in this House of Wolves? Fuck all.
Pretty much.
Good point made by Gamer Guy. 40 or more proves they only care about the graphics over gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good comment.
Well, think about it. What games have had it? You said Shadow Mordor hasn't.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
That's a brilliant game though.
Yeah, absolutely amazing game.
But you gotta agree that the graphics are quite good in that as well.
Yeah, but the gameplay's equally as good. That's the.
The
That might
thing
be
about Shadow
exceptions.
Mordor is what they promised is what you got.
Yeah. Well, I think this is the first game where it is basically you've got a shit game. It's going to be having something that's going to focus on its graphics. Don't get me wrong. I've not fully played the Order 1886, and I'm just going on what I've heard. But this whole thing, it's not the best of games. What are coming out? It's one of those if you rent it type of games. But like I said, Last of Us Remastered have had photo mode as well. I'm not surprised with that because it is a game that it's some of the best graphics we're going to see for a while, aren't we? With the Last of that is a game that is focused on its graphics.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
see
But
it's
the
focused on its
the
graphics.
gameplay's pretty good in that as well.
I think the other one they said was infamous Second Son. So
Yeah.
you've got to love the neon lights in that.
Yeah, but then like, I didn't really like the gameplay in that game.
What,
Never
in
played
Second Son? I've never played. I played the First Light
Like I preferred the other ones.
of Infamous. Yeah.
You know, I preferred the older ones, and I thought they were more fun. I mean, it's like GTA. You know, I'd say that they go for graphics in that as well. The gameplay's fantastic.
They have got
don't
a
get me
photo
wrong.
mode anyway, haven't they?
Yeah, and they got the photos obviously. And now I can take screenshots as well now.
Yeah, there's a video. Isn't there a movie editor with it?
Yeah, the
the
director mode.
PC
I'm going to
version.
play with that soon. Expect some videos, guys.
Oh fuck.
The first one that got released was a guy kicking a cat. He literally walks up to a cat, kicks it, and steps on its head and walks off.
Welcome to GTA, Peter.
That was
How do you
literally it.
feel?
I think it was PC Gamer that released it. Like it wasn't them doing it, but they're the ones that released the thing.
Yeah, I do love First Light as well. But one thing I'm upset about First Light with Infamous, I bought it, and then I think
And then it
about
came-
a month later it came out free
Yeah.
on the PlayStation Plus.
Wait, that sounds familiar. Abe doesn't see anyone.
Oh.
That was me.
Oh.
I brought
I got
that literally 2 days before it went on PlayStation Store, and I was like, "You fuckers."
No, that's true. Well, anyway, what was we talking about? I swear we wasn't talking about that.
Photo mode.
Yeah, we weren't talking about photo mode, were we? We were talking
No.
about House of Wolves.
Yeah, then we
Right.
realised that was shit, and that was it.
But anyway, if you are interested, and if you have,
Attacked.
if you are
That video.
interested in it, or if you've already got the season pass, it's going to be coming out May the 19th for you guys to play whatever is going to be appearing on this game that isn't.
So
a
blow the
race.
dust off the disc. You haven't played it for so long, because there's fuck all anymore on there.
I haven't played it since like the week after its release.
Well, I thought I'd play because I had it on Xbox One, so I thought I'd buy it on PS4 because when I had it on PS4, I think I played it twice. I don't think I've even got my bike yet.
You smell that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go back onto the game though myself. But I'm not a huge rush into going back on there. By the time this
we'll
next
make a
raid-
date for like 2017 or something like that when the second one comes out.
The second one will probably come out by the end of the year. No, look, that's
Will it be a yearly thing?
It is EA.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. I want to make how many billions in DLC in the year?
God, we don't talk about it. So many.
I'm
And,
so glad I don't play that game.
we spoke a little bit about PGA. Rory McIlroy's PGA not going to have Augusta National, so it wasn't having the Masters. Well, the guys behind the golf club have come out and said they've got a tradition kind of like the Masters if you know how to find it. So if you do want to play the Masters, there is a golf game out there that has something that is a bit like the Masters, but isn't actually the Masters.
But
Fuck. Oh, hell.
we said last week the PGA game. All they'll do is they'll have some form of tournament which is like the Masters at the end of the season anyway.
Yeah, that's all.
So the Masters will be there in essence. It won't be the actual Masters,
Well,
but it'll
It'd be called like the
it'll be
Princes or something like that.
Yeah, but it's knowing our look, especially with a game like that, as soon as they get the license for it, which they are more than likely going to get the license back for it, they'll just put it as DLC for by the time it comes out. This game
To complete the game, £4.30.
This game doesn't come out until June. The Masters have finished. It's over and done with. It ended this week, didn't it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
by the time the next game comes out, you'll have the Masters wherever it's going to be. I don't know how the Masters. I'm not a golf fan here.
it's the same place every year.
It's always Augusta National.
Yeah. It's just it. It's the same thing every year. Someone stands there, they hit a white ball off a small tee, and
That's
then they
golf
walk.
for you.
I actually enjoy golf. I'm not good at it, but I enjoy it.
I don't. I find it boring and it's not.
Golf to me is one of those sports. It'd be better to play than to watch. I can't watch it. It's just shit.
I've
But I'd
played,
like to have a
played
go play
it.
it.
Not very well, but I've played it.
It's one of those games you got to play than watch.
Anyway,
Miniature golf. It's basically golf in miniature.
No, I wouldn't
one.
have guessed that.
good one. I thought it was football.
Anyway, let's move away from that. God of War Kratos is going to be coming to Shovel Knight for the PlayStation when it's released on April the 21st. I think we've got Battletoads coming out for the Xbox version, haven't we? So the PlayStation version, you're going to have a chance to face Kratos.
Finally, a chance to kick his ass.
Oh, he's not that bad.
He looks
Who
stupid.
cares?
Okay, what about... There's a game called Crawl, which is on Steam, which I've seen so many times. It looks actually quite a good game. They've got a bad guy in it who is Gabe Newell. No. You're saying all. Valve has allowed this to happen.
Oh,
They've
wow.
actually written back to these guys and said, yes, you're allowed to put Gabe Newell as a bad guy in your game.
Fantastic.
You're just looking it up on Steam.
It's called Crawl, if you know how to spell it.
Crawls in CRAWL.
Yes. It's a local,
Hey.
it's a local multiplayer dungeon crawler, currently on early access at the moment, and they got permission from Gabe Newell himself to have him as a knife welding enemy in Crawl.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, he's a bad guy in Crawl. That's when you know he's all right with things for the indie side of things when he allows this to happen.
No, that's what when you know he hasn't been threatened.
Yeah.
He goes into the game.
Pull it! I'm going to put you in the game. Anyway, moving away from that, one more. Dissidia Final Fantasy. I think we spoke about this was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it's every week you seem to bring up Dissidia every other week.
Well, this time there's actually a story for it. There's going to be a new Dissidia Final Fantasy arcade game coming out in Japan this summer, I think it is. But it's more than likely going to be coming over to the PlayStation 4 as well. It's being developed by Team Ninja.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Billy's comment. His primary attack, summer sales.
It distracts you and takes away all your money.
What are the chances this game's not going to be in a summer sale? I'm looking forward. I want to get that game. To be honest, I want to see that game be one of those games that come over to consoles because it will suit it quite well. Like any game that's on the indie side of things. Anyway, like I was saying, the Dissidia Final Fantasy arcade game is going to be coming, going to arcades in Japan this summer. But there's more than likely, because it's using the same hardware, the processing power, as the PlayStation 4, more than likely it's going to be coming over to the PlayStation 4 as well. But more importantly, it's being developed by Team Ninja, who are the guys behind Dead or Alive. It's like this is like the story of my mind.
That's you're over. I see your arm's gonna be massive with muscle in your right hand. How far did you get? The first level, I was wanking too hard. There was a sewer level, I got carried away.
Oh, sewer mention.
Fuck off.
Sorry, I got a bit carried away there.
A little bit.
That's right, GD's been playing Neverwinter recently, and he's been sewers with Heavenly again.
Oh.
Yeah, actually.
With and Hanks had tagged along as well.
Yeah. So.
I've got my light with me today.
Don't burn your nose.
No, it's away from my face this time. It's not though.
Have you guys got any stories you want to talk about before we move on?
Square Enix,
That's
Star
not
Ocean
that's
5.
just a name.
No, I mentioned it earlier. Square Enix have announced Star Ocean 5 a week after they announced the new Deus Ex.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of it. It's JRPG. What do you expect from Square Enix?
It's a base. It's basically like a Final Fantasy game, but in space.
Yeah.
So there's spaceships and
stuff like
the
that.
like.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to find it if you kind of like.
It's Tom Hanks.
That'd ruin GD's life if that were a DLC character on Dead or Alive.
Is there a smash one out and Tom Hanks comes along?
No, fuck off. The guy is annoying.
Yeah, talk dirty to me, Tom Hanks.
I should just
Talk
write a
dirty to
list.
me.
I should write
Pretend
a
I'm
list
your
out
head.
of people I hate because it'll be a very long
Tom
list
Hanks
at
is
the moment.
awesome, especially
No.
in big.
Am I on it? The full title for Star Ocean 5 is Star Ocean 5 Integrity and Faithlessness.
Okay.
It's set on an uncivilized planet of Cajr, which is 6,000 light years away from Earth. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's.
Awesome.
I think there's a few more. There's one game I want them to announce the release date of at Square Enix, and they still haven't fucking done it.
What's that?
The PS4 ports of Final Fantasy VII. They still haven't given me
that's
a
a good
fucking
point.
release
I've
date.
not forget of that. Don't worry, it's not like they said that it's supposed to be coming out spring 2015.
Q2 2015. I've checked earlier.
What's Q2? That is April, May, June.
Yeah, April, May, June.
Tom Hanks in a bikini.
No!
GD's life has been ruined as we
Stop
speak.
ruining a good game!
As long as he brought the ball from Castaway, he can be wear whatever he wants.
Right, have we got any more news have we got any more news stories, or is that it? That's
I
it,
don't know.
yeah?
I got more rum.
You got what?
Rum.
You got more rum? Okay, that is news enough. Explains tonight's podcast. Anyway.
Well, there's been no arguing this time.
No, it's been a good podcast. Anyway.
No, the viewers decided if it's a good podcast.
Has it been a good podcast, viewers?
Tom Hanks is Batman.
We'll give him a couple of seconds.
Yeah, they can't answer straight away.
Well,
Any questions?
No, yeah.
from the...
Also, if you've got any questions you want to ask us, feel free. We'll answer them after we've done this next little bit, which are the new releases for the UK. Starting with, for today, Wednesday the 15th of April, Titan Souls has come out on the PlayStation 4 and the PS Vita as digital only. On Friday the 17th of April, Operation Abyss New Tokyo Legacy comes out on the PS Vita. And on Wednesday the 22nd of April, the first part of Assassin's Creed Chronicles, China.
Why did you both stop then?
Because we just heard you breathing heavily, and it just thought.
Oh, sorry.
PC or console?
We cover both PC and console. I'm the PC gamer. Caj is the up-and-coming PC gamer. And GD.
No, I actually sussed out the my.
1 minute.
Where my
I want
equilibrium
to
was
see
some-
where he goes with this.
Wait, can we record this twice?
Don't worry, he'll go straight onto YouTube. It's going to be.
No. Shut up a minute. Do you want to tell you?
Go on.
No, I think my console game is more for my AAA title games. And my PC game is heavily towards the indie side of games.
I'd like to point out, guys, that he is supposed to be our console side of things here. Secondly,
8 hours. If I had a choice, it would always be console.
If you go back to a couple of podcasts, he said to us when he started buying games for Steam, that he was only buying games that were only available on Steam, were only available.
Which is still true.
Time. Minecraft, Final
That month's
Fantasy.
Not currently out on console.
They are on consoles. It doesn't say it had to be this generation of consoles.
I've still got my Final Fantasy VII PS1 disc.
Exactly. So you've still got that. So you've got 2 copies of Final Fantasy VII technically.
And the PS2 to play it on.
But more importantly, I want to point something out. Now, how many games have you got in your Steam library now, mate? Tell us.
104.
You've nearly got as many as I have.
Yeah, but it's only that.
That is the face of someone who is very, very happy that you're slowly turning into a PC gamer.
Right. Can I just say these are the? I'll go through the games which are on consoles for current gen on my Steam list. Final Fantasy VII will be when it is actually released on the PS4. We have nothing else coming up yet. Space Engineers, if it ever comes to console.
Yeah, it'll be coming sooner or later. No.
Plague Inc. Evolved, if that ever comes to console.
Consoles.
It isn't.
It is.
No, because it's still in early access on Steam.
Sorry, keep on forgetting. I get my 2 things. Anyway, yeah, like we were saying, Doc.
So there's three games which might be coming out to console.
Doc is our PC gamer, Cajr is our console gamer, and I'm the guy in between who try and sort out any problem but fails miserably.
Yeah.
We've had loads of conversations about PC versus consoles. There have been some brilliant conversations where I didn't have to say a thing.
That's it. Plug in and play console.
Oh, please.
Vanity gaming
Seriously,
PC.
we do not want this argument tonight.
Yeah, but the thing is with PCs, because I know it sounds like I'm defending. Because of the lot less restricted. There's a lot more freedom to make any type of game. Because on PC, there's the tycoon type games. None of them ever get ported to consoles.
Yeah.
Civilization hasn't had a good console port for years. RTSs don't port very well, which I enjoy. These are the kind of games I enjoy, and that's why I get them on PC, because they don't port very well to console.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a valid point?
Yeah, no, that's a good
That's a
point.
valid point, yeah.
And my AAA titles, I always get on console.
That's a good point. PC has Pornhub. PC wins.
Got a girlfriend, don't you? That's not allowed on that shit.
Are you just saying this because of the podcast?
No. Don't need to.
Masturbation. Of course, Masturbation Man would agree. Oh, fuck
Oh
off.
no! PC Master, no. Do you really want to open that can of worms
Seriously,
again?
we're not opening this conversation again, mate.
Okay,
Really?
so carry on.
No, do you know what? If you want to open that conversation again, I will still tell what you said to me a couple of weeks ago about a certain game we had an argument about.
Okay, right.
Okay?
Oh, no, because I put in Crave the game today. If I had an Xbox One, I would buy the Handsome Collection.
You do know it's on PlayStation as well.
Yes, but you guys got it on Xbox One.
Good point.
Get an Xbox One.
That is why I'd buy it.
Yeah, by the way, that's one story we forgot to mention. Xbox One has got some money knocked off it for UK. Again, now it's available for just under £300. I think it's the one without Kinect, of course. So, yeah. Xbox, just keep lowering your price. Someone will buy you.
Buy another one.
A bit of CTG news if you.
Yeah,
The calendar has got some game nights upcoming. We have this Monday coming, 20th, with GTA Online on the Xbox One. 8 o'clock onwards, UK. Borderlands the pre-sequel on Thursday, 23rd. And the Thursday after, there's a Minecraft community build on PS4.
Also, this hasn't been put in at the moment, but on Sunday, what day is Sunday, guys?
Sunday, the 19th.
The 19th, Sunday the 19th, we're going to be doing another streamed fun game like we did with Fibbage and what we've done with Cards Against Humanity. This time we're going to be doing Drawful. So that will be starting at 9 o'clock on the Sunday. So
would I be able to join a bit later?
yeah, of course, mate.
Okay, that's fine. Because I got work. I got work at like 8:30ish. So I finished work at 8:30. So I should be back before at some point.
Yeah, I'll use you as the halfway point as the video,
oh.
mate.
You're gonna use me now like a sewer.
It's the best way of doing it. Right, fuck off with your PC version. Oh, stop it. Stop it.
What?
I just saw what you put on the comments. Now apologise to the people in the comment section.
No, Gamer Guy likes bullshit, apparently.
That's something I'd eat.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, he
and
likes
eggs.
Who doesn't like eggs? Anyway, as always, guys, have you got any plans streaming? Okay, we've got an idea. We've got some game nights coming up. But have you guys got any plans streaming for this week? Starting with you, Cajr. Sorry, you're down there. So with you, Cajr.
I'll probably just be doing the game nights. I've nothing planned. I am considering at some point in the near future to start doing Dragon Age Inquisition. Get that finished. Get that started and finished. So I want to start getting through my back catalogue. There's possibly some Borderlands going to be thrown in there, but that's me.
And as always, you can find him at twitch.tv/CAJR87.
It's underneath my picture.
Yes, underneath his picture. Like all ours are just underneath our pictures somewhere down there.
But then again, the audio can't see the picture, can they? The audio, people who listen to the audio can't see the picture.
Of course. Doc, what about you? Have you got any plans streaming?
Hello.
Hopefully they will be about the Cravers in there.
Yes. Yeah, I will be streaming GTA 5. I will be doing my challenge on Monday.
Hector.
Hector.
Do you remember last week we said with possible series to do? Shall we tell the people out there now about that?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want me to say it?
Yeah.
It was my idea, but well, it's mainly, to be honest, it's mainly going to be Doc doing it because I'm not the PC gamer. I don't stream on PC.
You both can do it together.
But yeah, we'll see. We've got to flesh out the thing, but we're going to be doing a series of budget games on Steam, and are they any good? So basically, like a half-hour gameplay. See if it's any good. Worth the 19p you might pay for it.
Basically, we're getting cheap games. We're going to play them. We're going to rip them apart and enjoy them.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Or destroy them.
I really like the idea of that.
Basically. So we'll be starting that during next week.
We've just got to flesh out a few details and then we'll start it.
Yep. But I'll also be doing GTA streams. I'll be doing my Hector one on Monday.
By the way, the Hector one, if you do miss it on Monday, it will be available on the YouTube channel.
Yeah. We'll also be starting a game with Catalyst, who's my girlfriend. We'll be starting a game next week.
You got any idea what game you're starting?
Whatever we pick up first. It'll probably be a Lego one, to be fair.
Well, you could do Don't Starve. I wouldn't mind seeing you two do that.
Actually, yeah. That's what it was.
Great
Don't
game.
Starve. I did completely forget about that. Yeah, we've been playing that recently, so yeah, we'll be putting some videos up of that. And anyone who has Don't Starve, if you add me on Steam, which is the Doc.
Don't Starve together, not just Don't Starve.
Yeah, so Don't Starve together.
Sorry.
So add the Doc on Steam, and if you don't play Don't Starve together, we can all join up. I got a server thing, so. Yep. And hopefully, if I get to Minecraft, some Minecraft.
Yay! Hit that 19p to pay for GD's internet. Stop playing my internet!
That's what happens when you live in a sewer.
Is it because of the background? Anyway, you can catch Doc at
twitch.tv/DocRobin87.
Right, my turn. I am going to be doing the third episode of Resident Evil Revelations 2 sometime this week. I don't know when I'm going to be doing this. We've also, like I said, we're going to be doing Drawful on the Sunday. I'll be hosting for Doc's Hector Challenge on the Monday. Like I said, we've got a
Oh,
Battle of the Cravers.
at 9 o'clock, by the way.
9 o'clock, yeah. By the way, we've got a Battle of the Cravers. I have no idea what we're doing because it's Doc's turn to pick the goddamn challenge.
Yeah, I've had a problem at the moment. My PS4 controller doesn't work, but I fixed it now, so we're alright.
We could do PC.
Charge it.
No, I ate a jam donut and the buttons got all fucked.
That's your own fault, mate.
I'm not even going to ask.
I made out with a jam donut.
Who has?
Yeah, but no, it sounds like your controller made out with a jam donut.
Well, there was a bit of mess
Spillage.
afterwards. You know what happens? You get a bit excited, it goes everywhere.
That is awesome. Say no one ever.
Yeah.
Look at him hanging his head in
Sorry,
shit.
GD, carry on with what you're streaming.
That's what I'm going to say. Me and Cajr have got plans. We're probably going to do a Minecraft thing sometime next week as well. We don't know when. We'll probably
Is that
do something.
Minecraft thing?
PS4?
PS4, yeah.
What Minecraft thing?
Going through survival together.
Alright.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. I know we've got something else planned for later in the month, but...
Yeah, so we're either going to be next week or the week after.
Don't do it. I played survival GD. It doesn't work. He just dies.
I
He's like,
don't
oh, look at this
die.
really dark cave. I died.
Help, I'm lost. No. Also, me and Hanksy are going to be doing our third and final part of Super Fight sometime next week as well. Like I said, we don't know when that is going to happen. You can catch me and all that stuff on twitch.tv/GDW2007. Also, if for some of the some news, the update, the podcast, and all that shiny stuff, you can find that at craveyourgame.wordpress.com. If you're not a member of Crave the Game, you can join us at cravethegame.net. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at craveyourgame, or you can follow Doc at DocRobin87, Cajr at Cajr. CHAR, 87, and me at GDW 2007. Also, we put videos up onto YouTube. We have a YouTube channel for Crave Your Game, which basically just search for Crave Your Game. We have a we try and get a video at least once up every weekday. I'm missing today because of certain issues with the video, unfortunately, but that will be up tomorrow. Yeah, the internet. It's not the internet, it's something proper.
He started uploading it a week ago.
But
it's only at one. It's still at 1%.
Yeah.
But
You're a new hamster.
tomorrow, on Thursday, we're going to be doing the first episode of Hanksy's and Heavenly's, our co-op thing, which we haven't given an actual title for yet. So yeah, chance to see these guys play something for an hour. It's not an hour. It's definitely not an hour. Yeah, you can find that. Just search for Crave Your Game on YouTube. I think that's everything, guys.
If anyone wants to ask a question, get them in now before we go offline.
Yeah.
Got a few.
Any gaming question at all?
Yes, gaming wise, of course. And no, Dragon Age isn't better than Skyrim. Just to put it out there.
I can't comment because I've not played the Inquisition yet.
I've played both.
The only reason I like Skyrim is because they're great with mods.
Yeah, that is probably one of the best modding communities.
You can't. In my opinion, you can't count things with mods because in the end, the game can be really shit, but the mods make it better. But then again, it's
but if you play Skyrim base game is awesome. The mods just make it better than it already is.
I really don't like it. I think it's one of those games where you've got to. I hate games where you've got to sit down and just play nowadays.
I really get into it though, so for me it's alright.
What's the meaning of life? 47.
Alcohol. Pie.
Gaming.
47.
3.4751.
Don't even dare. There's like, how many numbers is it? It's like 700 numbers like that.
What, in
pi?
Like that. One minute, what, in pi?
Yeah, it's an infinite number.
It's an infinite number, mate.
Because pi is round.
Because I think there's a place in France where the inside it's circular and it's just the number going round about 4 times.
Yeah,
I don't like Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's annoying.
He's alright. It changes his name every time, to be honest.
Yeah, he'll be Snoop Cats later on.
Well, what did he try to change it to? Snoop Tiger, Snoop Linus, something like that.
Oh, he's a dick.
Okay. Anyway, I think this is a great time to win.
Yeah.
Don't you guys? Does any of you two want to end the show this week? You know what, Cajr? For that, you can end the show.
Oh, I want
Go ahead, mate.
Doc can do it if he wants.
No.
I'm ending it. I'm ending it because I've been drinking.
Okay, go ahead. End the show.
Okay, thank you everyone for watching. If you're not forget, hit the follow button, which is down.
Somewhere over there.
It's
that
the heart.
direction. Oh, no, it's that direction, isn't it?
Also, as GD said, if you're not part of Crave the Game, it's an 18+ community. You can join there and enjoy more chats with us. And don't forget, next week at 9 o'clock on Wednesday is the next podcast. And we all hope you have a lovely week.
It's a nice day. Go out and enjoy the sun tomorrow.
Bye.
Or by blackout blinds if you get rid of the sun.
Yeah, do that actually. The sun is not good for you.
Thanks for following, Gamer Guy.
Thank you very much.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.